woodworking isn't just for men. Kathy Wallace has turned her shop into a thriving business.
Well, I'm a female. They don't believe it. So I welcome them. Come to my shop and see us.
To learn more about becoming a Eureka producer, contact us today.
I'm Chris Marshall with Woodworkers Journal here at IWF at the Kreg booth with Mark Eaton. Mark, what do you have to show us here?
Well, today we're getting into some of our beaded face frame system that we added new to the show. The beaded face frame is something that not a lot of woodworkers do. They don't do it because it's difficult. Typically you have to make the face frame, then make the bead, then glue it on and try and miter the corners. We've got a system now that mounts onto a standard router table that anybody can make a beaded face frame.
Great.
So let me show you how this works. You've got your cutter, and this cutter here is 1.5 inches in diameter, so when you're using 1.5 inch wide stock, it's very simple to do it all in one pass. For the top part though, we need to have a nice little notch out there, so I'm going to do that in 2 passes just so I have a square top. Sure. To set this up, you're going to slide this onto your router table. It comes with an aligning pin that helps you set it up. It comes with the setup bar so you can set up the height of your cutter too. Once everything's squared away, the stop just allows you to hold everything nice and tight and clamp it into the system. So we'll do the first cut here. Everything's going to feed into the cutter, so you can't just buy the bits all by themselves. You need to buy the system so you can move things into the cutter. You can't just slide across a normal router table. So there's your first pass. What you have here now is you've got that nice flat notch on the side. Now we just have to move over our bar, the stop system here, so we can do the second pass for our 1.5 inch wide stock. Lock that into place there. And there you go. So there's your 1.5 inch cut. And because this is 1.5 inch stock, we're going to do the notching part of it later, and we'll notch that out so it'll fit right in. Sure. Now if you had a drawer, all you have to do is do your marking or your measuring for the width of your drawer. If you had a 5-inch drawer, it'd be the 5 inches of space for the drawer. Yeah. And because the cutter's going to take it all in one pass, it makes it very simple. Clamp that into place. And now you've got a perfect notch for that 1.5 inch wide stock. Sure. So now we just have to make the stiles and the rails fit together. So I'm just going to slide this stop back over here now, lock that into place right there. And this is going to take off that 1/4 inch notch on the side. So now there's our notch right here. And if you look at the way it goes together, that's the sweet part. That's the part that just slides right into place and fits perfect. Yeah. We're going to do a double one on this side here so we can fit it into that section too. Slip that into there, lock that into place. Now typically you'd have a top rail, you'd have a bottom rail, you'd have your center rails for your drawers, but that all knocks into there. Fits perfect on the first try, and now we just have to put the bead on. We don't have to make a separate bead and then pin it on and glue it on. We're going to go over to our other router table here. The other router table already has the router bit set up. It's got my beading bit on it, so I just have to raise up the height of the bit so that it just touches the underside of the stock. Sure. So now we'll turn this router on and let's run these through. So there's your bead on the one side. Nice and clean. And there's the beads on the other side, and that will fit right into there, giving you the nice tight mitered corners. Perfect. A couple of pocket holes in the backside just to hold the whole thing together. But it's a simple system that anybody can put on their router tables and have beaded face frames for their shop too.
Very nice. What does it cost to get into the system?
A system like this, not including the router table, we're assuming you already have a router table, but everything else, so the fence, clamps, stops, setup bars, bits, and everything's $4.99.
$4.99. And you need a T-track.
You do need a T-track. It's not going to fit into a standard miter track because the rotation of the cutter could kick the fence over. So by capturing it in that T-track, you lock everything into place. Sure. We do have a lot of customers that are picking this up now and making a dedicated beading system because for them, it's a way to make money.
Day in and day out.
Absolutely.
If our readers want to find out more about the system, where do they go?
All they have to go, just go online. We've got a video online. They can watch it all over again. You just go to KregTool.com, click on the new product section because this is one of our new products, and they can watch the video online of everything I've just shown you right here. Very good.